everybody, and happy Thursday. Welcome into another edition of the GC Roundup presented by Clint Hammond of the Mortgage Network, where we keep you up to speed on everything you need to know in Gamecock Nation. I'm your host, Kendall Smith, and we have a lot to get to on today's episode, rounding up this past week in Gamecock Athletics, and we will go ahead and start off with South Carolina football. Now, on Monday, Shane Beamer was named the Steve Spurrier National First-Year Coach of the Year. But Beamer isn't basking in the glory of his award for too long. He is already back out on the recruiting trail alongside of several of his assistant coaches, including his newest assistant coach, Sterling Lucas. And if you want to stay up to date on everything related to South Carolina football recruiting, head over to GamecockCentral.com. Our recruiting insiders, Wes Mitchell and Chris Clark, have got you covered, and our beat writer, Colin Taylor, does a fantastic job as well. Now, South Carolina football not only staying busy on the recruiting trail, but they also announced their walk-on tryout date for this spring. So if you're interested in trying out for the South Carolina football team, I've got bad news for some of you. You've got to be a full-time student, but if you are a full-time student, you can head over to the Jerry and Steve Spurrier indoor practice facility from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. on February 10th. Now, switching gears over to South Carolina women's basketball, Aaliyah Boston continues to stay on fire this week, racking up her fourth SEC Player of the Week honor. It's her second SEC Player of the Week honor in just 2 weeks. And Aaliyah Boston now holds the record on the women's basketball team for consecutive double-doubles. She picked up her 11th consecutive double-double on Sunday as South Carolina took down Arkansas. Now, South Carolina will take on Vanderbilt in their next game this upcoming Monday at 7 p.m. The game will be broadcast on the SEC network, but it will also be played right here in Columbia, South Carolina. So if you're in the area, head out to CLA this coming Monday, 7 p.m., South Carolina against Vanderbilt. Now, switching over to men's basketball, they don't have as much going for them right now as the South Carolina women's team does. Men's team is currently on a 3-game losing streak, and they're hoping to rebound this upcoming Saturday at 3:30 p.m. against the Georgia Bulldogs. That game will be played at home. South Carolina is now 10-7 on the season, and you can check out that game on the SEC network. Now, back to South Carolina football. 6 former South Carolina football players are finalists for the South Carolina Football Hall of Fame. Those names include Connor Shaw, Rick Sanford, Sidney Rice, Marcus Lattimore, Brad Edwards, and Joe Morrison. Now, you're probably like, Kendall, what am I going to do this weekend? If you have no weekend plans, luckily for you, I can get some weekend plans on the books for you all that involves South Carolina athletics. The first one being the Carolina Challenge for the South Carolina track and field team right here in Columbia, South Carolina on Friday and Saturday at 10 a.m. The track and field team will be hosting the Carolina Challenge, so you can check that out. You can also check out the South Carolina swim and dive team as they are taking on Missouri this Saturday at home at 10 a.m. If you want to watch some women's tennis, unless you live in the state of Oklahoma, which I know we probably have some Gamecocks out there in the state of Oklahoma, you can watch the South Carolina women's tennis team take on Oklahoma on Friday and Oklahoma State on Saturday, either in person in Oklahoma or, of course, online via streaming. That is all I have for you guys this week, though, on the GC Roundup. I appreciate you all tuning in. Be sure to subscribe to GamecockCentral.com. Follow us on all social media platforms, including Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube. I will see you guys in the next episode of the GC Roundup, actually probably before that, in another show here on Gamecock Central. But I hope you all have a wonderful Thursday, and I will see you soon. Bye, everybody.